Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. We're not even doing an intro. We're going live early. It doesn't matter. We're just doing everything right now because that is insane. Yeah, so hold on. I was about to post a video, and I still think the video is very important, but this has become slightly more so. Let's make sure everyone knows we're live. Okay, so obviously the topic on everyone's mind right now is the fact that the assault battles are getting screwed. They just officially announced, I was just making a video on this and we were going to talk about it today on stream, but essentially what they decided to do is they decided to make the new assault battles remove older assault battles out of the cadence. And so eventually we'll basically not have old assault battles and we'll just be screwed forever for free to play and, you know, people who are starting out the game. So either you're a whale or you're screwed out of playing the game, which is awful. That's stupid. Yeah. And we've had problems with communication from CG. We've had problems with Ahsoka looking like she's gonna have 6 Marquees. You know, we've had problems with how long the raid takes. We've had content creators dropping out. We've had so many things happen. The fleet meta is in complete disarray. On top of that, they drop their little thing of, hey, by the way, we're fixing this thing for Chimera with the Scythe. Turns out it breaks the Executrix too, and so now the Executrix can't do crap, and now there's one less counter to the Punishing One right before Grand Arena lock-in. In the midst of all these L's, they've decided to try and redeem themselves by encouraging us to pay more money to them and spend more time in game. So we are jumping right into their new dev post that they just put out. Absolutely wild. Hold on, I'm getting a message. Yeah, the update is insane. I agree, Swag Frog. Okay, let's jump right in, guys, and let's talk about this. So, community updates, eras, episodes, and marquees. Oh my! We will take a we will take a grand run down this. I haven't read it yet, so I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna read the entire thing with you guys, and we're going to have to I don't know. We'll make a video on it. But, I don't know. Anyways, hello, Holotable Heroes. We're excited to announce a massive update coming to Galaxy of Heroes, which will enhance the gaming experience and streamline older processes that have been around for our 9-year tenure. We expect these changes will make your sessions more enjoyable and rewarding. One major change is our revamped quest system, making quests easier to track and complete. So I think that'll be mostly for the new players coming into trying to get to level 85. I do think there still needs to be some changes to the new player stuff. I'm really struggling to get any kind of materials for relicking on my new free-to-play. I am like really struggling to ever have credits or especially training droids. I am always out of training droids and it's awful. And so it's been really rough playing my free-to-play account and trying to like play it like I would a normal account. Anyways, we will also implement the episode track, a new reward track with free and paid tiers. Look at that, more money for CG. Gosh, dude, they've already, like, with all the Lightspeed bundles coming out, with both a Epic Confrontation and a GL coming out, and maybe 6 Marquees on Ahsoka, they're making us spend so much money. Gosh dang. Like, I can't even keep up, and all of my money from YouTube basically goes back into the game. A new reward track with free and paid tiers to reward you along your journey, as well as a loyalty program for those who interact with our web store. Most importantly, we'll be creating a much clearer schedule for you to follow in your SWGOH journey to allow you to plan your sessions better. I don't know what their definition of sessions is here. In addition to the above, we will discuss the highly requested quality of life update to make many events Simmable, which will be coming in the near future update. Soon TM. I don't know what TM means. Plus one more quality of life surprise. So hopefully this will mean the Galactic Legend event will be Simmable. You know, a lot of those events, like, you know, Smuggler's Run 1 for some reason is not Simmable. Smuggler's Run 2 is not Simmable. Like, I'm really hoping a lot of those are Simmable. That'll be a nice quality of life update that should have been in the game much sooner. Trademark. Okay. Redeem a hydrate. Okay, fine. As a reminder, while this is still in development, anything is subject to change, and it better be, because there should be a lot subject to change right now. A lot needs to change, CG. And a lot of it is not talked about in this. I glanced at this, and I'm pretty sure most of this is just you trying to get more money out of us and more engagement in the game versus actually fixing the problems in the game. Anyways, we'll get back to it. So why are we making adjustments 9 years into development? I don't know, because maybe it's not as good of a game back then versus now. Back then it made sense because it was starting out in a market where mobile games really weren't that big of a thing, and it made some huge strides for mobile games, and nowadays it's getting outstripped by other games and animations and a lot of other pieces, but they still do a good job of running it, and it's Star Wars, so we all love it. Anyways, things need to be reworked because it's 9 years old. Yep. Took months and hard work and dedication from many disciplines inside disciplines. Okay. Throughout this process, our journey, we should say, we prioritize what makes Star Wars Galaxy Heroes compelling for many types of players, while simultaneously smoothing out portions of the game that we felt would have the most impact on our players' day-to-day experience. Our main focus was to make sure we kept all of our groups of players top of mind with every decision we made. One group in particular we want to focus on is free-to-play players. We shall see how it goes. New episode and quest systems. This approach guided us to create experiences and opportunities that allow many types of players to be able to enjoy the latest Star Wars experiences. So you're pushing us to, like, literally that's phrased as we're helping free-to-play, but I read that as this approach has guided us to create experiences and opportunities to allow many players that normally wouldn't have to push for new content to push for new content. Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm being pessimistic off the video that I just made, but we'll keep going. Oh gosh, dude. Improved scheduling. So this is really interesting. I glanced at this and it still is a little confusing to me. We're gonna have to try and line it out here for a second. So there will be eras, episodes, and then the marquees in that era. And so the eras aren't necessarily like Old Republic or anything like that. It'll be like an era, like they have a common theme, and we'll get into what era is coming up in just a moment. Spoiler alert. We have our next marquee released, so we'll see it. One of the largest changes you'll see to our content cadence will be moving to a more defined 12-week release schedule. If you're anything like Meathead, you'll probably love an image to show what you're. This doesn't help. If you like gave me some dates as examples, I would know what the freak you're talking about here. But okay, so 3 months. So each month you'll get 2 marquees. So every 2 weeks there'll be a new marquee character permanently. That seems like really, like, that's a lot of characters being pumped out from now on. Like, a lot more characters. A new character every 2 weeks for the whole year? I feel like that can't be right. Yes, there are several lines sticking out of the schedule. Whoever did this was not very good. But to be fair, they make games, not tables, apparently. We intend to announce all of each episode's content just before the episode starts, so you can better follow the story we are telling. So we showcase the characters who will be joining us as part of that story. We want you to see our intended end goal as well as what to expect along the way. That'd be really nice to just have more communication, because we've had zero communication over like the last 2 years. Road aheads have been sparse at best. The janitor made the grab. Oh gosh, what is an era? What is an episode? An era is a period of time which we release characters and events that are themed around a specific story being told. Eras last just under 3 months, or to be specific, 12 weeks exactly. Each era is broken up into 3 episodes, each lasting 4 weeks. Not surprising, we kind of just talked about that. Episode content, our arc is thematic. Here, let's actually do this for you guys really quick, because I know you can't really see this very well. There we go. Does that make it a little bit better for you guys so you can actually read along? I'm sorry. I didn't think about that till just now. Okay, acquired during the episode. There will always be a new Marquee unit released to start each episode, with most episodes containing a second Marquee released midway through the episode. So it's saying most episodes containing a second Marquee, but it will not be required for each episode to have a second Marquee. So it's going to be between 3 and 6 Marquees every 6 months or every 3-month period. So that means 12 to 24 characters a year is what we're going to be getting going forward. And that's just Marquees, that's not including legendaries. At the end of each era, we intend to provide a new event or journey guide. So we're getting at least 3 new events or journeys. Sorry, 4 new events or journeys per year, right? Am I doing that right? Yeah. You can expect 12 episodes containing 4 eras plus an additional 13th episode each year during our normal time off in the holiday season. Holiday episodes are an exception regarding Marquee releases, so they will not contain Marquee characters. Interesting. Well, what are you guys doing during it? I guess it's your holiday time, so you're not going to do anything. So I'm guessing you're just going to push an old thing and try and get people to spend money on it. There's one that's it. Yeah, dude, that's so many Marquees. That's so much money. So like, hold on really quick. So with the current Marquee structure, you can get a new character. We're going to say for about $150. That's if you play smartly with your new Marquee, getting them out the gate. I got the Gungans, all 4 Gungans by the time Jar Jar came out at about $600, right? So if we're getting, let's see, 12 Marquees a year, that's how much you're spending. Now, if you're Arnold, you're going to spend the full, like, it's going to be about 250, right? So 250 times 12 is going to be, he's spending $3,000 a year on new characters, and most of the top players are going to be spending $3,000 a year on new characters, and that's assuming that we get 12. If we get 24 instead, you were looking at $6,000 a year just to keep up with the meta. That's insane. That's insane. Anyways, so after laying all this out, this is where I deliver the news that the first era begins 1 week from today with Hu Yang, by the way. Slightly differently than what we described before, just because they have to establish it first. The first era is called the Era of Apprentices and will consist of only 2 episodes instead of 3, wrapping up the theme of the Ahsoka TV show, which means that Ahsoka's not coming out until like the end of December, beginning of January, it sounds like. I'm kind of curious how that's going to work, but that means I've got plenty of time to get Padawan Ahsoka, which is nice, especially because Padawan Ahsoka is not great, and I don't want to farm her. Episode 1 of the Era of Apprentices will begin at 11 a.m. on November 19th, so 6 days from today. Also my sister's birthday, I got to remember that. Someone remind me, on the 19th we'll stream, and just someone remind me that my sister's birthday is that day, because otherwise I'm going to forget and I won't text her or call her, and I need to call her. Anyways, first drum roll please. Hu Yang, lightsaber architect and storytell droid. So it is confirmed we have 5 Marquees for the Ahsoka event. Screw you, CG. That is 3. I feel like it's the 12 days of Christmas here. It's the 12 days of Christmas over here. 5 Marquees, 3 relic dines, and a conquest unit required for this dang character. Okay, Hu Yang. Second, arriving 2 weeks later is none other General Syndulla. 6 Marquees? 6 Marquees? 6 Marquees? Are we going for number 7 with the ship? I'm losing my mind, guys. Not true, Luminous. We've had Great Mothers came out mid Datacron set. Oh my gosh. An empty bank account. Fair, Stolas. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, episode 2 of the era acts as the holiday episode for 2024. So it does not include Marquees, and we'll get Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano. Okay. Oh my gosh. The era of cavalry is going to be starting soon with new Bad Batch. Very cool. Our first full 3-episode era is going to be January 14th. Clever players may be able to deduce the theme based on the title Yeah, it's going to be 5 new marquees to create a new Bad Batch squad. This squad will be based on the events of season 3 of the show, to include a couple characters that make use of the new mercenary tag. We can't wait to announce more details coming this year. Interesting, it's a new Bad Batch team, so we're going to get light side Asajj Ventress as a new mercenary for the mercenary faction. Like, it's not looking like it's saying a new team, so I'm guessing we're not going to be actually getting Crosshair from what it sounds like. If they're trying to build a new team, it doesn't sound like it's going to be Crosshair, which hurts my soul. Oh gosh. Okay, where do Conquest characters and Galactic Legends fit in the schedule? I was wondering the same thing. Conquest characters will continue to be released in the current cadence, but are not tied to an era. Occasionally, a Conquest character will line up with an era's theme, hence the Ahsoka with Ezra, because we always want to, you know, make you spend more money on something. They often will not. This will let us continue to release powerful one-off characters without being limited to planned themes. The relationship of Galactic Legends is still being worked on, but we definitely will not limit participation in an episode around owning a GL. You better not. While GL Ahsoka will release during episode 2 of Eras of Apprentice, have her unlocked is not a requirement to enjoy other parts of the episode. So there's going to be daily activities and like kind of like a battle pass from what I was understanding just from scrolling through this really quick. And that's kind of what we're talking about here, is you don't need a Galactic Legend to participate in like the events and stuff that's happening. What is happening? Daily activities. What the F is this? There's no more crystals in daily activities? This better be worth not having crystals. Where the F did my crystals go? Like, no, it's not a lot of crystals, but for some, especially early game, that's like all they get. That's all they get is the crystals from their dailies. There's crystals? They're giving us holocrons. The upcoming adjustment to daily activities. We're snoozing the ad break. Screw you, Twitch. The upcoming adjustment to the daily activities portion of SWGOH. Yes, I'm reading more, Alex. I'm reading, okay? I'm reading. This is a live reaction, guys. I haven't read any of this. The upcoming adjustment to the daily activity portions of your SWGOH adventure is one of my favorite changes in this update. For starters, they are now called daily quests. In addition, you'll not only complete 7 quick, efficient daily adding more time in the game. Anyways, hopefully they are quick and efficient and you aren't lying to us. Anyways, individually daily quests are one source of episode points that progress you along the episode track for each episode. More on this in a minute. This is something I do appreciate, because like I feel like my dailies, I'm just doing it for the crystals, and so there's been a couple days in the last couple of weeks when I just haven't had time, and I'm like, I actually don't feel that bad about not finishing my my dailies, just because I don't have time today. And so this feels good to like at least have a reason to do it, and I hope it's a good reason. So, prize boxes, looks like the prize boxes are being redone, getting some omegas, as well as some of this new currency that they're bringing into the game. So this is solid. Getting some money, you know, getting some stuff. I do appreciate the rework of this. Below the quests that you'll see each day when you're at level 85. Players who level up to 85 will have different selection daily quests to complete each day as they level up. Different each day. That's interesting. I expected them to be different from level 85, but different each day? Oh no, different selection of daily quests to complete each day as they level up. Okay, so it's still the same thing, where as you level up, it'll add more and subtract some and that type of thing. Okay, here's the daily quests for all of us who are level 85, which should be most people because the early game does not take long. Use 600 energy of any type. That actually is super nice. That makes it so much easier. That's essentially just use all your energy, and that's it. That's nice. Purchase 3 shipments, finish a galactic war battle, finish 2 challenges, finish a fleet challenge, open 1 data pack, complete 1 squad arena or fleet arena battle. That's actually nice. That's actually nice. Spoiler alert, see that the first quest is spend all those different types of energy. You probably recognize that 600 is the total spent energy or cantina energy required to earn all of your daily guild raid tickets. Well, now thank you everything contributes to earning tickets now. That's actually a really nice thing. That makes it a lot easier for a lot of people to hit their 600 tickets daily. That basically means everyone will hit their 600 tickets daily if you're playing daily, and I love that. By the way, energy change goes live today. Wow, okay. So you can enjoy earning those tickets faster before the release of this future update. Okay, so I do appreciate that. Just the energy change. Just the energy change. So everyone will be able to get 600 tickets easy for the raid from here on out. This change is intended to guide players of all levels and reduce the amount of focus required for this part of your daily gameplay. So you can dedicate more time and resources to the fun stuff and your personal goals. If this is true, if they are trying to make it so that way I can dedicate more time to the parts I enjoy, it's a good quality of life update. And I'm happy about that. I'm just worried about the future as we get into the episode stuff and how much money it's going to cost me. Because I already hate spending the $10 on the Conquest Pass. What are episode track and episode pass? And we have our Battle Pass. We've been talking about this for a long time. Oh my gosh, it gives Zetas, it gives gear to keypads. Oh, I'm going to lose so much money. Oh, and is that 20 shards for Hu Yang? Oh, with the Battle Pass, I can get Marquee characters faster. CGY. Oh, gosh. I'm going to spend so much money. It looks like the free track, it looks like it actually gives some, like, solid stuff, honestly. Like, that's some Gear 12 material at level 4. Like, and that's one of the most common Gear 12 material. She knows how to handle my expenses more than I do. Like, I don't know. I'm curious about this free check, and it looks like it's not that long. Because okay, let's see. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4 on a page. That's probably like 1/12. So 4 times 1/12. There's probably 30 tiers to the Battle Pass. That is my guess right now. It might say as we go forward, but it looks like 30 tiers for the Battle Pass. Yes. At the Zetas, I need Omis. I'm sure the end part will have Omis. I'm sure. Snooze. Twitch, get out of here. I don't want ads. Once a player hits level 85, they unlock the episode track and can start earning additional rewards on the track by completing quests. You progress along the episode track by earning episode points, which are given through daily quests as well as new episode quests. Keep in mind, it'll mention this later on, if you are not level 85, your daily quests will not give you stuff towards your episode track, which I'm guessing that new currency is the thing to bring this up. I'm guessing that's what that is. It might talk about it later, but that little thing in the dailies that was like, oh, 1,500 for completing everything. That's probably the stuff that you need to upgrade your battle pass. Anyways, you progress along as well as from new episode quests and character quests. Additionally, earning feats in Galactic Challenge now reward you episode points, EP. EP. Okay. Episode pass, enhance your reward, unlock premium track. So it's going to be $20, and then there's episode pass plus for $40. Boost your episode content for receive all the benefits of the standard episode pass. Immediately receive 50,000 episode points and progress 10 milestones on the episode track. So guys, this has been something I've been asking for as part of the Conquest Pass Plus ever since they put out that survey that were like, what would make you actually want to purchase the Conquest Pass Plus? I'm like, dude, just make it so that way I get like a little ways in without having to put in effort, so that way as a earlier player I can still get to good rewards and get good things. I'm upset that this exists. I like that this exists, but I'm still upset that it exists. Anyways. Gosh. In each episode there is a free... Arnold is gonna go sicko mode on this update. Oh yeah, you're not wrong. In each episode, there's a free track and an episode pass track. There better be good rewards from the episode for like free track that is unlocked by purchasing the episode pass. Fear not, if you're a free-to-play player who completes all your daily activities and episode conquest and engages galactic challenges, you can expect to complete the free track by the end of the episode. However, purchasing the episode pass will let you complete the track more quickly, earning more rewards such as marquee character shards, relic tiers. Okay, so if this makes, because like they're insinuating making 12 to 24 marquees a year. If this paid for pass eliminates like even half the shards of a marquee, I'm all in on this, and I think it's great for the game. I'm saying that right now. If we can see the reward track, if we can find a reward track, I think episode store caps at 30K. What do you think is wrong? It'll be fixed, I'm sure, Eddie. Give it some time. We're not sure how this is going to work yet. CG's rough releases. Luckily, they're doing a half an episode before they do a full episode, so we have some time for them to kind of get things fixed that it's not going to break too much, I'm pretty sure. But like if we see a full a full track, I think I'll be fine with a lot of it if we get a solid amount of shards for things. Because if it eliminates a lot of my need to go for a marquee, I'm fine with paying that money. And I don't think other people need to pay that money, but they can if they want to. But that's the thing, is I need to see the reward track first. And I think they're purposefully keeping it from me. We'll see. I haven't gone through all these pictures yet. But in each episode there, hey, look, Omicrons. Who mentioned Omicrons? There's 3 Omicrons and a droid brain right there. Oh, there's level 50. Level 50 looks like the top tier. Looks like there's another new currency that's specifically for episode pass. Anyways, in each episode there's a free track, episode track that unlocks by purchasing episode pass for not for your. However, purchasing the episode pass will let you complete your track more quickly, earning more rewards such as marquee character shards, relic tier materials, chirotex, and ability features materials such as Zetas and Omicrons. It also includes a repeatable bonus reward at the end of the track that you can claim as many times as you can. Unlock it before the episode ends. Okay, so interesting. So you can basically get an extra thing at the very end, and you'll just have to go from level 50 to here, which is going to be 5,000 points each time. And so you can just keep doing this and keep unlocking this bonus tier. Notice how they don't tell us what the bonus tier is, but there you go. Know that the episode pass will include shards for both marquees to be released over the course of the episode. Initially, shards for my first marquee will be available on the paid tier for the episode pass, while shards for the second one will be reward for completing one of the pass exclusive episode quests that appear at the time the marquee is released. So we're going to get new quests that are going to be specifically tied to the episodes. Got it. As they said they're not going to use GLs for those episode quests, but it does sound like an extra level of like Galactic challenge kind of thing, or like conquest kind of thing, where you might have to do some more battles in game. Dude, huge changes. There's a new battle pass coming to the game, Lumar. Some quality of life changes. Overall, it's looking not awful. Does it make up for anything that's been happening in recent times? No, but it's looking not awful. So yeah, I'm curious if they'll change the conquest pass. I don't think players are going to pay for 2 passes each month. Swinny, I think that's a good point. I don't know if I'd be willing to pay for both of these passes. I don't know most people would, besides whales. So wait till you get quality life changes. No spoilers, but some good stuff. I mean, we'll see. Okay, did I go through all this? While shards for the second? Yeah. The cost of the episode pass will be $20 US dollars. Will provide a significant amount of value. The reward inside the free track are about equivalent to the value to earning 4 tier 10 boxes, aka red boxes, and 4 tier 9 boxes from our previous Galactic challenges. Interesting. Okay, so they're giving it an equivalency of 4 red boxes. So that's about 20. So 20 gear 12 materials on the left side, 20 chirotex, 8 Omicrons. And this is not replacing Galactic challenges. Galactic challenges will still be around. So this might be a new way for people to get Omicrons, which might actually be nice. Yeah, if you could pay like $50 and get both passes at the premium level, I think I'd be down. Or maybe do like a bundle and do $25 for both or something. Closest thing to a win the CG has had in over a month and a half. I think you'd probably say in the last 8 months, boss. Gotta be honest. I don't know, Corey. We haven't gotten there yet. Yes, we have a new battle pass called Episode Pass. It'll have to do with the new marquee structure and some stuff. We'll kind of do a review at the very end. Can you gift these battle passes? We don't know. Here, let me call Meathead really quick because he'll answer my call. I can't even get a message to him, dude. Okay, so episode shipments. Looks like it'll have gear 12 stuff as well as mods. This is actually looking like a solid store just based off of this picture. Like this actually does give me a lot of hope. It looks like it's for the entire episode though. So we'll see how much you actually purchase out of it. You might just be like buying everything, honestly. Why would they put 2 golds with no speed in here as like an example? Like, hey, look, you could sit there and stare at 2 golds with no speed for 30 days. Anyways, similar to the raid shipment tab, and the episode shipment tab will allow you to choose rewards you'd like to spend your episode currency on throughout the episode as you earn that currency on the episode track. At release, episode shipments will refresh once per week, so the time left is not correct, on Tuesdays. So it'll be a weekly shipment, a reset on Tuesdays. I wonder if they're going to change the weekly shipments to Tuesdays for just regular weekly shipments too, from Thursdays as it is now. Total value provided across the shipments is far more than any player can spend in a single episode, so there's plenty of flexibility to pursue the rewards that you would like. Okay, so we will be able to get certain good stuff that we prefer. Notably, episode shipments contain Omicron materials. Would you look at that? They're finally adding a way to farm Omicrons. Okay. Very inexpensive mods presented just as they are in mods shipments. Okay, so it's essentially just more mods that are random, and character shards for many characters at discounted value. Okay. Is this a way for us to get some of our Proving Grounds characters, perhaps? Kind of like the GL event? Or what is this? I'm curious. Okay, episode quests. Complete the Huyang Marquee event tier 2. So this doesn't cost you anything and you'll be able to get this. It just means that you get Huyang, you put a little bit of gear into him and complete the second part of Huyang. Makes sense. Win 5 Marquee battles. You can do that without paying money. This is what I was worried about, is I was worried these quests were going to be very based around money. Like, you have to spend money to be able to complete them, but you can complete the first tier of the Marquee battle every day and just get this done. You can complete tier 2 without spending money. Upgrade a mod 10 times obviously is easy. Defeat 10 enemies with droids is going to be a little annoying. We might have to start playing through our Galactic Wars a bit, or something like that. We're playing like 1 or 2 of our battles a day. So that's a little annoying, but I mean, if it gives us better rewards overall, I'm going to take it. Really? Is that really how it works, Bodo? Okay, we will keep reading, but that's really interesting. I don't like that. UI is user interface. I don't know where you saw the word UI. Did someone mention it in chat? UI is user interface. I don't know how to enable dark mode. I'm sorry, okay? I miss the old forums. Another source of episode points are episode quests. There are 28 episode quests in each episode, one of which revealed to players each day. So it's essentially like a straight up battle pass system where they reveal quests over time, so that way the people at the end can catch up really easily, but the people who are slogging through it daily are gonna have a rough time, because they'll do like, oh yeah, we're gonna have one that's, you know, kill 10 droids, and then we'll have another one a week from now that's kill 50 droids. Now if you started working on it when there was at the kill 50 droids, you get the 10 droids and the 50 droids out of the same amount of work. So it's gonna basically, as you go, you'll be rewarded by the fact that you don't have to panic, but then also you're probably going to have a little bit more work than if someone joined in late trying to work on it. So episode quests are intended to be completed without significantly adjusting your normal gameplay behavior within SWGOH. There may be quests that require to use farmable characters, but these quests are front-loaded in an episode to allow time to get them if you do not already have them. Interesting. Fortunately for our first episode, the requires members of the original Phoenix Squad, which basically everyone has. Yeah, it gives it for free to new players, so at least the first one's going to be specific. So it makes me curious how many old characters, how many new characters it's going to be. Like, obviously my account's probably not going to struggle with this, but I feel like we're going to have a problem of, like, already my free-to-play account, it took everything from me to get Gear 12 Geos first, to help out my guild. And then I started working on my own stuff, and I'm just now like catching up to working on my own stuff and getting my teams done. And now I'm gonna have to start farming random characters that are probably not gonna be along my farming path. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Why don't they make the battle pass price $10 like the other games? Because they have a set price for how much things actually cost in the game. because like, when we look at the game, we look at it through the vision of the game. We look at, how much is a Chirotech, and we're like, oh, it's 700 crystals for this many of them. And then you look at, oh, how much are those Chirotech packs that come around each week? Oh, technically that's a good deal. And so they have to kind of honor that same system, and I'm guessing they thought that we wouldn't purchase it at the $10 version because it wouldn't look good enough for us. So that is my guess, but then again, I could be just making excuses for a money grubbing company. We'll see. More stuff is good, I like to think. Yeah, but it sounds like from what Bodo said is that they're removing Galactic Challenge rewards and putting Galactic Challenge as something to get more points, which we'll read later on and see if that's true. But that means there's not actually any change to actual overall Omicron income besides through the shipments, because we're just going to get the same amount as we would from getting the Galactic Challenges every 2 weeks. So it doesn't sound like, it sounds like they're shifting things around to make it sound better. Another great feature is that episode quests remain available to complete through the entire episode, which means if you miss any days, you can come later and still complete the episode quests, catch up just like any battle pass. While we plan on some episode quests being time sensitive around events, attack 3 times in territory war, or for instance do the Marquee, we fully expect all players to be able to participate and complete each chapter if they're playing consistently. For those who purchased the episode pass, so no net gain in Omicrons. Yeah, Bodo. Thank you. For those who purchased the episode pass, there are additional quests in each chapter that can't be completed to help you progress. Down the episode track even faster, but are not required in order to reach the end of the track. These quests also count towards your chapter reward, so you can be completed to make up gaps if time-sensitive quests are missed. Okay, so they are a little forgiving with the time sensitivity, which is nice to an extent, but I don't know. I'm sorry, Twitch. You guys are gonna have a 1-minute ad. I apologize. But I'll see you guys in a sec. I don't know. It's feeling like they're making the whole game into conquest. Anyone else feel like that? Luke, that was what my video today was actually about, was review bombing and like writing to CG and EA, because some of the changes that have happened need to be reworked. Like the assault battle thing, absolutely not. We got them to back off on datacrons. We need to get them to back off now. Like, anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle 3 accounts at this point. If this is gonna go the way that I think it's gonna go, I don't know if I can handle 3 accounts. Hu Yang, hello Hu Yang. So win a battle with Hu Yang on your squad, use droid pugilist 5 times in a battle. I'm guessing it's an ability of his. Defeat an enemy with Hu Yang. So Hu Yang is going to deal damage. I thought he was going to be a pacifist character. Okay. This new type of quest is an important support of the Marquees that get released during an episode and will reward players who participate in both the unlock and advancement of said Marquee character in the 2 weeks after the Marquee's release. Oh, I don't like that. I just noticed that. You guys see that? Requires 70 Hu Yang shards. Requires 75 Hu Yang shards. Requires 100 Hu Yang shards. That's interesting. Hi, I hate Ewoks, that's it. Well, thanks for being here, Robbie. We needed to hear from you. So much, Con Warlock. We'll summarize at the end, just kind of bare knuckle it, hold on, and we'll summarize at the end. This new type of quest is in support of Marquees that can get released during an episode. Will reward a player who participates. By the way, welcome Battle Fries and Neatus to the Beaver Dam. Sorry, I didn't mention it earlier. This new type of quest is in support of Marquees that get released during an episode and reward a player who participates in both the unlock and investment of said Marquee in the 2 weeks after the Marquee's release. Like episode quests, there are going to be 28 character quests divided into 4 parts of 7 quests each, and again, completing all 7 quests, one part of the grants a larger reward. reward. Unlike episode quests, all 20 of these quests are revealed and available immediately when the Marquee is released. So essentially you can supercharge your things if you're purchasing the Marquee. You like basically they're making it easier for whales to get through their pass. And as if you pay money and you get extra shards from the battle pass, you're gonna continue it onwards. Nafe, welcome to the Beaver Dam, my friend. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Yes, you are correct, Nova. There's about 250 people here. But hey, it's big news and I'm live, so everyone needs someone to watch in the places where they can discuss it in the chat, so here we are. Yeah, so many words, dude. I'm already out of my beverage and I'm probably gonna need another. Maybe I'll grab a beer and finally take up drinking. Anyways, character quests are intended to be simple to complete and are focused around using the character in battle. In fact, just playing through the Marquee event will complete many of them. However, claiming these quests requires the player to own a specific number of shards for the Marquee character, as we pointed out. Shards that have already been used to promote a character count towards these requirements, so don't worry about using them. Okay, so that was kind of obvious, but they're just saying it's not how many shards you currently have, it's how many shards total you have for the character. So if you're like it's not saying you need 70 of 25, it's just saying you need 70 total for the character. Completing the character quest also earns episode points to progress you down the episode track. These quests are intended to give a player a boost in their progress on the track, but are not required to complete the episode track itself. So basically you'll get the bonus crate at the end multiple times if you're spending a lot of money on the Marquees. CG drives a man to drink, yeah. Extra Marquee stuff requires you to pay $20 for the episode pass, but I'm not 100% sure. The new type unlock Marquee characters in 2 weeks. It doesn't look like the character quests have anything to do with the paid pass. It is its own set of challenges. Although, getting 2 Zetas out of completing these quests in a week, that's an extra 2 Zetas a week. As long as they're not pulling Zetas from somewhere else, I'm happy about that. Completing character quests also earn... The faster you progress a Marquee character during the episode release window, the quicker you'll unlock additional rewards. I mean, yeah. TLDR fair. Okay, so, gosh, this menu looks like it's going to be a pain to understand the UI at first. Okay, so quests just look like they're gonna have an easier way of looking at them, essentially. A few months ago, we released a significant update reward earned for quests granted from level 1 to 85. That's the start of the work we're continuing with this title update as we give these quests an official name, Journey Quests, and present them in a more easily digestible format. All Journey Quests now have only a single task to go in. That's actually super nice. I was actually just looking at that. I was like, this is all part of the same one that you have to finish, and so you have to do you have to win Mod Battle 9A, then B, then C to be able to get this. So if you like already tried to complete them before you got this quest, then it's going to be annoying and you have to go through and do it again. But now it's separate things, and so you get a reward for each one, kind of pushing you along the way. So that's nice. Ask you to do more easily than tapping through a list of identical quest giver portraits. Fair. That is a pain in the butt. In general, we reduced the amount of grind required for many of these quests, which now focus on investment, introduction of players to new features as they advance level 85 much more quickly than before. Are we going to start a new Beaver Dam free-to-play account to test what they're saying? AB, what about assault battles? Baj? Prestigious prestigious achievements. Okay, so Tactical Genius, inflict 100 debuffs in Grand Arena. Yeah, so the prestigious quests are still going to be here. So how to exceed, to put it bluntly, they don't. As a result, they've been converted into prestigious achievements. Okay, so they'll be showing up in your like achievement list instead. Got it. Which appear achievements along. Where are you? Immediately upon logging in after the release update. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because, you know, some of them you had to, like, click on it to get it to work, but now it's just part of everything. And so if you've done this stuff, then it'll just kind of give it to you. Interesting. So, hey, you guys might be getting it today. For example, a new prestigious bounty hunter achievement now grants the bounty hunter title and requires to complete 7 other new bounty hunter achievements. Each of these new achievements corresponds to 7 bounty hunters featured in the old prestigious quest and requires only that bounty hunter to be upgraded to gear 12. They can also be completed in any order, which is nice. You no longer have to do like one tier and then another tier. You can work on all the tiers as you see fit. It's time to start a 4th account. No, I'd delete one of my accounts if I start a 3rd account again. If you already completed a step, you won't see us. Okay, so essentially they've taken prestigious quests and they've turned them into achievements, which means you might get some because you've already done the requirements for some of the tiers. And so congratulations, but they'll show up in achievements and they are no longer part of the overall quests because they just don't fit in their current structure. Quality of life updates, simming events. While working on daily quality to make sure there's a solid quality of life, we wanted to do more to improve the overall quality of your time spent in the game. We realized that some systems events have been around for a long time, which takes extra effort. Yes. Events now simmable. Galactic Legend Ultimate Journey. Thank you. Gosh dang it. Mythic events. Thank you. These things have been around for like 3 to 5 business years. Please. Smuggler's Run 1 and 2. Galactic Bounties. Thank you. Endor Escalation. Thank you. Boy, thank you. Ghosts of Dathomir. Defense of Dathomir. Contraband Cargo. Thank you so much. This also means that I can actually go out there and make guides for you. The fact that these are simmable means that us as content creators have a new source of content to make for you guys, which is finding out the best way to get these done at 3 stars so that way that you guys can get your rewards and sim them. So we will continue to look for more ways to help improve gameplay and make sure your time experience inside SWGOH as best it can be. I don't watch me yet on Twitch. That's probably why he won't talk to me. Glad Padawan Sabine, Ezra, Huyang, General Syndulla with Chopper and Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum as substitutes. Okay, so the fact that they gave Chopper and Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum the Spectre tag makes me think that it's possible that one or both of Huyang and General Syndulla will not be required for Ahsoka, and I'm honestly hoping for this because 6 Marquees for 1 GL is insane. And so I'm hoping that you'll be able to have a 5-person team just from, you know, Ezra, Padawan Sabine, and then Ahsoka, and then you can get Hera and you can get Huyang on the side. I'm hoping that they're not required because 6 Marquees for 1 GL is absolute insanity. So when is this update coming? Yeah, it sounds like the 19th, so it'll probably be deployed on the 18th, Anthony. Yes, around my sister's B-Day. General Syndulla has been confirmed. Hold on. We'll go back up for you. I know we're going to do a summary at the end, but we will jump up here, right here. And 2 weeks later, none other than General Syndulla. I've been talking too long, guys. So yeah, she has been confirmed. She will be arriving within the next month. Do I not see your messages? Dude, there are so many messages in chat, and I am reading. Like, I'm not going to be able to look at chat very often. There's also 300 of you people in here, and it's probably actually more. Hold on. Let's check what we got on Twitch too. Yeah, we have 320 people watching stream right now. I don't have time to read chat on everything. We're trying to get through this and help you guys know what's happening in the game. So, okay, where were we? Okay, we got prestigious achievements, quality of life simming. Here we go. There's another quality of life update. Surprise! What is it? New marquee structure? With the release of the Huyang event, you'll see a brand new marquee UI user interface, for those who don't know, that will make it much easier to navigate and participate in marquee events. I do like this vertical style better than the horizontal style we have currently. There's been a couple styles we've gone through in this game for a lot of different things, and I do think it's been significant improvements each time, personally. Anyways, Marquee, you'll be able to see what rewards for each tier without needing to unlock the tier. You'll be able to quickly navigate to and from the character screen and store for a more streamlined process of acquiring shard packs and promoting characters. So it's not that big of a deal. Like they made this sound like when at the top where they're like, and a secret quality of life update. Don't wait, see it now. And I'm like, no, it's okay. Like, it's a UI update. I appreciate it. It helps, especially because I can actually see what I'm going to unlock if I go forward. But I don't know. They made it sound like I can't believe it's another quality of life. Is this one going to be good? You may have noticed in some of the above screenshots that while guild activities have not been changed, there's now an indicator right on this navigation tag that shows you how many raid tickets you've earned. No more digging through menus to know for sure how many you have. I mean, you guys have also changed how hard it is to get raid tickets, so I'm not actually going to be worried about this at all anymore. Like, the fact that I spend all of my energy each day, and I will get 600 tickets regardless of whether or not I spend crystals on refreshes, means that I actually don't care about this quality of life update. What's happening to Galactic Challenges? Yep, Bodo, or whatever your name was, I don't remember your name over on Twitch. Yeah, you were right. Yeah, so it looks like they're completely removing the stuff, and these are literally, yeah. So the Galactic Challenges no longer give you anything but Battle Pass rewards, and so there's no net gain for Omicrons, and so we're getting the same amount of Omicrons as before. I am hopeful because of the rewards from the pass and everything, and the multiple ways that you can get through the pass, that more people will get more Omicrons. I am very hopeful that on my free-to-play accounts, I will get more Omicrons now, because now I'm not being locked out just because I don't have certain characters, because I can get things through daily challenges, through the dailies each day. Like, I'm hopeful that this will be a net positive for most players. It's just unfortunate because I was hoping that we'd get more Omicrons overall. So. So much Storm Pooper. I will give you a full summary at the end. 16 Ohms from the free pass is awesome. 16 Ohms is the exact amount you'd get from Galactic Challenges, boss. It's literally zero change. It's zero change, except that now, you know, you have to contribute from multiple ways. So. Yes, we do get Omicron still. Okay, to be clear, guys, the pass. This pass right here, this free track will give Omicrons, and it'll be Omicrons equal to the stuff that you would get from the Galactic Challenges during that time period. And so they're just shifting your Galactic Challenge stuff over to here, and then making Galactic Challenge feed into your episode pass, so you level up your episode pass using your Galactic Challenges as well as your dailies and the daily challenges that they're introducing. So you have 3 ways to push into it, so that way if you're not good at Galactic Challenges, you don't have a wide roster, your dailies and your daily challenges can make up for it a bit. And so it's actually a chance for a lot of earlier gamers to be able to get better rewards. I just wish they had improved the rewards a bit, essentially, because I feel like with the later gamers, it's just going to make it so it's more work for us, versus being, you know, actually helpful. So yeah, they are adding the new currency, and you can buy Omicrons and gear and character shards from that. So not a fan of this update. We'll see. I think a lot of it has some good ideas to it. I think that they're making a big deal about how great this is, but on the wake of what's been happening in the game, none of it's been so much that I'm like, oh my gosh, this replaces my desire to, you know, review bomb this game right now. Like, just with the different stuff that have happened recently, I'm not a huge fan. Oh, I hate that. Guys, do you see that? Hold on. Hold on. No, come back. Win a battle with an active episode pass. Is that saying that we can't complete this challenge unless we spent money? Is that what I'm reading right here?
And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all. You would have.
Okay. Rewards for Galactic Challenge have been moved to the free track and the episode track inside the new episode shipments. As mentioned above, completing the free track rewards equivalent to 4 tier 10 boxes, aka red boxes, and 4 tier 9 boxes. So we are getting more overall because it's 4 of each. So does that mean we're getting? That would be 16 Omicrons. So whoever mentioned 16 Omicrons, I guess you're right, boss. It looks like it's going to be 16 and not 8. So it looks like they are doubling our Omicron income, which is nice. Because what is that? What is tier 10? Tier 10 is gear 12 materials. So that means we're going to get 40 Chirotech, but only 20 gear 12 pieces. Quest currency from Galactic Challenge.
Let's have a dream which isn't under control.
Be able to do the episode quest, yes, but this is an episode quest. This is Galactic Challenge.
And you would dig that and come out of that and say, wow.
For the majority, they should see the same or more rewards as they received before. Yeah. Okay.
More and more adventurous.
An active episode pass.
Gambles as to what you would dream. Finally, you would dream where you are now.
Is it just me, or have we done momentum this high? Maybe that's not crazy for this. I don't know. I don't know enough about Tusken Raiders. Win the battle with a 3-star Huyang. That's free. That's free. So that's not bad. Yeah. So I'm guessing the new Marquee one is going to be just whatever the new Marquee is with just at least a 3-star. Because they did say they're going to try and make this free to play. Is it more than 3-star at higher tiers? Oh gosh. CG, what are you doing? Ugh. It does not look like you get any rewards for just beating the Galactic Challenge. You are correct, Yen. Galactic Challenge feats are still part of this system, but instead provide you episode points. These are rewarded immediately upon completing the feat, which means you no longer need to wait for CG to end. GC, Galactic Challenge, to end to get the rewards you've earned. We're waiting for CG to end. By earning these episode points and moving up your episode track, you will earn episode currency that you can spend on new episode shipments for items you need. Similarly, to how you've been able to choose your rewards with the raid currency, you'll now be able to do that with your episode currency, giving you more freedom to choose items you need for current goals. The raid system is a net positive. Yes, we dropped a little bit in rewards of what we were getting overall, but the ability to customize was so incredibly helpful. I'm hoping that this is something to learn. As for the feats themselves, there are a few changes. At launch, the feat to beat each tier with no squad restriction will require the episode pass to collect it. There it is, guys. The one to just beat it and win is gated behind a paywall. Beating the tier, then buying the episode pass will work, but you'll need to complete any Galactic Challenge battle to refresh the data and trigger the feat completion. I'm guessing that also means just going in and backing out also counts. Otherwise, this isn't true, because beating the tier, then buying the episode pass, and then you have to play it again.
We would be honored if you would join us.
CG forgot about Fleet Arena crystals at the Territory Wars? Yeah, who knows. Another feat asks you to win a battle with the new Marquee squad, specific star requirement. They don't have to survive. This requirement escalates from 3 stars in earlier tiers to 7 stars. Galactic challenges are pay to win! Why? Oh, for example, these are the feats for the first Galactic Challenge to arrive after releasing episodes on 11/20/24. Win the battle with a full team of rebel fighters. Win after removing 400% turn meter from enemies. So Sagarera, I was like, brain froze because I'm like, full team of rebel fighters. Mon Mothma's not a rebel fighter. Sagarera. Win the battle with an active episode pass. Win the battle with a 3-star Huyang. to reduce the time required for players to participate in Galactic Challenge, as well as the reward the players who are actively engaged with the newest episode content. My dude, I did the current Galactic Challenge in like 7 minutes. It took me 7 minutes for Red Crate. Leave me alone. Just stop putting Lord Vader in there. Stop putting Jedi Master Luke in there, and give me Galactic Challenges I can do. Don't paywall it. Okay. Yes, Darth Cliff, that is, yes. Like, I mentioned that I was making a video right before this, and I literally had it ready to post and ready to go. And I I had this prepared. I had this prepared for that video. Like, I feel like they're just like, oh shiz, we gotta shut down the company in 6 months. Let's squeeze as much money as we can out of it before it shuts down. Like, I don't know, like, the money, obviously they're still getting good profits every single month. They're still making a solid profit, but like, they're squeezing our wallets so much. Hu Yang is a character from Ahsoka. It's the droid that helps her out in Ahsoka, and he's the training droid that teaches new apprentices how to build lightsabers, Lucas. Let me list something. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, Styphenic.
If you would join us.
I'm just gonna focus on unlocking songs for the Beaver Dam. That seems easier than this update into my mentals. Fair. We'll get we will make a video in a sec with all of you guys here, and we will get a good summary of all of this information. But I am trying to read through all of it so that way you guys don't miss anything, I don't miss anything, and if anyone watches my video, they can go and watch this where I go through the whole thing and explain what my thoughts, as well as how I understand each part of this more in depth. So. But yes, because you guys have requested it, I will play it. It's not going to be loud, but I will play it just for the simple reason that we're reading right now. So. Okay, sounds good. We'll keep reading. We'll keep reading, Alex. I appreciate you giving us a heads up. Okay. The adjustment is intended to reduce the time required. Don't worry, the feats without episode pass or marquee requirements don't have to max out in order to reach the end of the episode track by the end of the episode. Yes, but that means that I'm gonna have to put in more work in other places just because I'm not paying money. It's the same thing as saying that's not required means that I have to do everything else because I can't do the easy things. That is essentially what you're saying, is I have to pay money or I have to spend a lot longer of time. Okay. Anyways, increase the potential for bonus rewards at the end. Yeah. One final change. Because Galactic Challenge rewards episode points directly, they now require a player to be level 85 to participate. We did mention this earlier. I did glance at this and see this. So yeah, I did mention it earlier. It does require level 85 to participate in Galactic Challenges for now. For players under level 85, focus on your journey quests and you'll get there in no time. Honestly, okay, so to be fair, if they're doing more updates for the journeys, for the journey quests as they're calling them now, it took me 1 month and what was it like? It was like 1 month and 9 days to get to level 85 from a brand new account, and that's playing once a day. I think I missed one day on a free-to-play account. Like, you can hit level 85 in a month. I don't think this is actually going to be a big thing that affects people. I gotta be honest. Like, that's 2 Galactic Challenges a week for 4 weeks. You're missing out on 12 Galactic Challenges at the beginning of your gameplay. So. With the change, I don't see any reduction in current rewards in this update. Not reduction, just shifting around to make it harder to get to it. It's not necessarily a reduction. It's just this could make us have to spend more time in game, and that's what I'm worried about. We've already had multiple content creators quit. I've had a lot of people that I know quit the game just because there's so much that you have to do to stay on top of it. And like, people keep being like, then don't have 3 accounts. You're a content creator and have 3 accounts. Why would you say that you have too much involved? I'm like, bro, I have to spend an hour and a half doing my raid, and then an hour and a half doing my territory battles, and then an hour doing my dailies just for my main account, and to get everything situated just for a daily thing to do. 3 hours on a mobile game is wild. So yes, Kessel Run. This is the loyalty program thing. We'll get to it. Okay, schedule changes. With the changes of the Marquee Galactic Challenge scheduling, yeah, so this is going to shift it where they're still shifting Marquees and Galactic Challenges to Tuesday to coincide to start with the episode, which makes me wonder if we're going to get like a Friday or Saturday kit reveal for moving forward for Marquees. I'll be curious to see what we see. I'm hoping that it'll be on a day that makes it easier for me to do Marquee kit reveal videos for you guys, so that way I can kind of break them down. But yeah. Yeah, so far, not really anything new, just changing how things work. It feels like they're just kind of shifting things around and making the game easier if you pay and harder if you don't. What is the loyalty program Kessel Run? With the above changes coming to SWGOH, we'll also be introducing a loyalty program, which will be known as the Kessel Run. This feature will be only available for the web store at launch, but we have every intention to bring the loyalty program to the PC version at a later date. Eventually, you'll add gifting to the PC version. I'm still not sure why that wasn't added originally. In Kessel Run events, players complete objectives to earn coaxium. As a player earns coaxium, they advance to new milestones called parsecs, where they earn new in-game rewards. Earning coaxium can be done through free-to-play actions, but making purchases in web store can earn even more. Okay. Closing, we can't wait for you to get your hands on this latest update this coming week. Our goal with this title update was to put us on a path towards a more streamlined, transparent experience, particularly benefiting free-to-play players. I really hope so. I really hope this is better for free-to-play, because like there's a lot of points where it reads really well. There's a lot of points where it feels good, but there's also a lot of points that are like, if this is done wrong, this could be really bad, and you could push out a lot of your players. And like, I think it's wildly interesting that you've been working on this huge update while working on a GL and working on Balin's Skull. And I think that shows in a lot of the newer characters lately. We will give you a high notes in just a moment, David Olson. We are just getting to the end of it, so I'm going to do a review of it and kind of go through everything with you guys, and then I'm going to record a video and we'll post it. So yeah, well, focusing that makes the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes more fun and appealing. Collecting a roster of Star Wars characters and using them in exciting events to relive iconic Star Wars moments and create new ones. This is certainly not the end of this journey. We have many ideas for how we continue to shape the game and engage, to be engaging for years to come. Most importantly, we also want to hear from you on how it's going, and we'll be looking forward to your feedback. Thank you all for reading. Guys, they're looking forward to feedback. I think this is our chance to go, you know, talk to them in the EA forums and everything and tell them how much we're upset at everything else that's happening, and that this may or may not be a good thing. And if it is, great, but it doesn't fix the fleet meta. It doesn't fix, you know, the fact that the current raid takes way too long. There's still a lot of problems going on. Put the survey in chat. This isn't a survey. This is like the, you know, the frequently asked questions. This is the frequently asked questions. So that's what this is specifically. And most of the things that are, I don't have questions about this. They explained it really well. They took a lot of time. I have 0 questions about this. I understand what they're going for, and I'm just waiting for them to basically deploy it and see if it actually works. That's all we're looking for here. I don't have any questions for it. So this update is a net positive. It could be not, Freelord. It could end up being more time in the game. It also looks like it's making the game more pay to win. But if it makes the Marquee structure a little bit less expensive on the wallet, I could definitely see one of the biggest perks being that. So we shall see. I think a lot of these changes look really, really good on paper. But hey, communism looked good on paper. That's the problem, is everything looks good on paper until you actually introduce it, and then everything goes wrong. So at least the past graphic looks good. I'm curious. Let's check the game assets. I'm gonna see if they've dropped any game assets for this yet. Like if there's anything for no, it doesn't look like any game assets have come out yet. Oh, communism looked good on paper, quote of the week. Feeling a lot of feelings about the monetization. Yeah, I do think, yeah, it's okay. So to kind of summarize, so that way I can get my overall thoughts in a line, they are breaking down the overall schedule of the game into 3-month increments. In these 3 months, there will be between 3 and 6 marquees, either one every 2 weeks or one every month. These are called episode eras to be the 3-month period, and it'll have an overall theme, not necessarily saying, hey, it's going to be, you know, this era, but like it could be, you know, an overall theme. Either way, era is the 3-month period, then there'll be 3 episodes in the area, and the episodes, I'm guessing, will have connections to each other. Like the current episode that's coming up is going to be Hu Yang and General Syndulla, leading into Ahsoka, obviously. And so, yeah, we'll have between 3 and 6 marquees every 3-month period, which means we're going to have 12 to 24 marquees a year. At the end of each of these eras, we will have a something added to the as a, you know, new event, or we'll have something new in the journey guide. So they're basically going to be upping the amount of stuff that we're getting in the game. Additionally, they did announce that the next episode is going to be Hu Yang and General Syndulla over the next month. That'll be starting on November 19th. And whether these will be requirements for Ahsoka, I'm hoping not, but it's looking like it might be. We might be looking at a 7 marquee character Ahsoka Tano, because if it requires Hu Yang, General Syndulla, and then Ahsoka's ship with Hu Yang as a pilot, that's a ton. So we'll kind of see what happens there. Going forward, Conquest's not going to change anything. They are going to be excluding Galactic Legends from most of the other stuff happening moving forward. The next era they have announced is going to be based on Bad Batch. We're going to be getting 5 characters that are going to make a new Bad Batch squad. And it looks like we'll get some more characters for the new mercenary tag. So if they're going for a new Bad Batch squad, I don't know if they're talking about a separate squad, or they'll add in like Crosshair and a new version of Omega to update the current Bad Batch, and then drop like a couple characters that can be added to some other teams like the light side of Asajj Ventress. Going into the next section, they're revamping daily activities to make them easier. They still have the crystals in the prize box, but I don't see any crystals in the dailies. Someone mentioned there's still crystals, but yeah, there's crystals in the prize box. There always has been. But there's no crystals here. So I don't know if they're actually removing crystals or not, because it might be entirely possible that they are, because they aren't showing up here. But they're going to be revamping the dailies. They're going to be much easier. Additionally, all of your raid tickets are not going to be only regular energy and Cantina energy. You can now get raid tickets from any energy, so you're not going to have to worry about crystal refreshes daily to be able to get your raid tickets each day. they're adding in a episode pass or a battle pass. There'll be a free portion of it, and basically all your rewards from Galactic Challenges are being moved over from Galactic Challenges to this battle pass, and then Galactic Challenges will contribute towards the battle pass, as well as your daily activities will contribute to the battle pass, as well as some daily challenges that they're going to drop that it's not going to be like you have to finish it that day. You can wait and you can do like 7 of the daily challenges that were the last 7 days in a row if you wanted to. But they'll introduce a new challenge each day, and then they'll also have a kind of a pay to win set of challenges as well, which is going to be based around the current Marquee character, which the next one will be Hu Yang. And so overall, with the battle pass, there'll be a free one, a paid one, and then a paid plus, just like the conquest pass plus. Basically, the normal one is just going to be the normal one. You're just going to get all the rewards on top, which is nice. It includes marquee shards. Episode pass plus is going to include 50,000 episode points, which means you're going to go 10 milestones into the episode, which means you're 1/5 of the way done with the battle pass already for spending the $40. It will be $20 for the basic, $40 for the other one. If you finish the battle pass, you get to the end, you can keep redoing the last tier to get an extra reward chest over and over again, as many times as you want to before the end. This is probably going to be more pay to win to get to this one, because a lot of the challenges are going to be based around, pay to win. They do say that you can do every single tier free to play, but then a lot of the extra stuff is going to be pay to win. Do you have the marquee character? Do you have, the paid for pass, that kind of thing? So, let's see, anything else in here? We are doubling up on the Galactic Challenge amount, so you're going to be getting, instead of 20 Chirotechs out of 4 Galactic Challenges, you're actually going to get 40 Chirotechs, you're going to get 16 Omicrons, so they are doubling a couple of your interesting stuff that you can get just through the pass. So this is just the free pass, we're still talking about the free pass here. You're going to be able to get 16 Omicrons instead of the regular 8 Omicrons you would get from 4 Galactic Challenges, since they're moving stuff over from Galactic Challenges. They're adding a new store, episode shipment store, and it's going to be, currency that you earn as you go through the battle pass, whether free or paid for. And it'll have things such as character shards, Omicrons. It's very similar to the Galactic Legends store, it sounds like. And they haven't announced quite yet what characters will be in here or anything, but it'll refresh once a week. The episode quest is what I was talking about earlier when I said the daily quests that they're going to be adding, and so they're supposedly going to be, fairly easy to do. Right here you can see complete 2 tiers of Hu Yang Marquee event. So that's easy to do if you're free to play, and none of them are going to be paid to play basically for these ones. But then of course there will be ones that are based around the current Marquee, and they'll require a certain amount of shards, 70 Hu Yang, 75 Hu Yang shards, 100 Hu Yang shards to be able to do these quests. The top ones, they'll come out 1 a day. These ones though will all come out when the Marquee comes out, and so if you whale the first day, you can get all of these done, and you can get a huge boost to your pass if you want to. Yeah, and then they're completely, as for that's kind of it for the new stuff for the most part, and then we're going into the journey quests. Basically, they've done some quality of life changes, one of those being the quests that you did getting up to level 85. They're going to be shifting them and making them easier to track, and there's no longer, hey, you need to do this, 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 and this. It's, hey, there's one for this, hey, there's one for this, hey, there's one for this, hey, there's one for this. And then you can go through and get those, and so it'll be a little easier to track, a little easier to do. If it's, okay, so it's per episode, so old Galactic Challenges, so 16 Omi, so it's going to be the same. Ah, yeah, there you go. Hu Yang is coming on November 19th, this next week, Iron Eyes. Few months ago, and then General Syndulla will be 2 weeks after that. And General, we've reduced the grind. Yeah, so Journey Quest, it'll just be trying to reduce the grind for to get it to level 85. Already, it's about a month. I'm guessing it's not going to really change that much. It's still going to be about a month, but the quests themselves are going to feel more rewarding because you're getting them more often versus kind of getting stuck in certain areas. Like I got stuck around the mid 70s, and I was stuck for a couple days till I could finish some complex quests. Instead, they'll be broken up into little pieces, so it'll be easier to finish those quests. Prestigious quests have been dropped into the achievement section, so they'll always be active. You can do any tier at any time, and you might get these when the update hits. Simming events, they've added a whole bunch of events that are going to be able to be simmed once the update comes, which the update isn't going to come until probably around that 19th area, but the stuff with the tickets being from every energy does happen today, which is nice. The events that'll be simmable: Galactic Legend Ultimate Journey, Mythic events, Smugglers 1 and 1 and 2, Galactic Bounties, Endor Escalation, Ghosts of Dathomir, Defense of Dathomir, and Contraband Cargo. Hu Yang as a pilot, or was that Hu Yang as a pilot? What are you talking about, Hu Yang as a pilot? There's not the word pilot in this entire thing. Pilot is not in here. Ult Sim is a blessing. Keep in mind, this is the Galactic Legend Ultimate Journey. This is not the ultimate tier of Galactic Legend events. You're not going to be able to sim the Galactic Legend event. You're still going to have to play through it all 10 times. And then other quality of life, they changed the Marquee UI just to make it easier for you to see rewards, even unlocked tiers, and to, you know, just access the Marquee. And so it just looks a little fancier, essentially. Another one, they made it easier to find the raid tokens and how much you've gotten in a day. Not that it matters now because they've changed it overall. And then, yeah, Galactic Challenges are going to be pay to win. There's 2 tiers that are only going to be paid for, essentially, because there are 2 tiers that are going to be win with the Marquee character at, you know, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, 7-star. As it goes up in tier, it'll go up in amount of stars that you need for the new character, and so you won't be able to get this tier very easily. And then there's one that's going to be win with the Battle Pass activated, which means you're going to have to pay for the Battle Pass. So you'll only be able to do 2 of these if you're not paying any money, essentially. To be able to get stuff in Galactic Challenges. This does not affect how far you can get in the Battle Pass. Even free to play, you'll still be able to get to the end, but it will make it so that way it's harder to hit the end. So keep that in mind. Galactic Challenges are more of a nightmare. I guess we really used up all 4 years of our free trial of Galactic Challenges. Yeah. The next Galactic Challenge, they told us, it's Hu Yang at 3 stars, win with the Battle Pass, win after removing 400% turn meter, and win with Rebel Fighters. So. It should be the exact same cadence, Brandon, because it's based off of weeks. When this update coming out, it'll be by this next week. There's an update coming, probably a patch coming today to fix the raid ticket thing, and then we'll probably get an update for this. Let's see, today is what, Wednesday? So we'll probably get it like Monday. We'll get an update, and then Tuesday it'll start, because they're going to start doing marquees on Tuesdays. Which means Friday we'll probably get Hu Yang's kit reveal. Okay. Oh yes, and Galactic Challenges are level 85 only. That's right. Schedule changes, Marquees and Galactic Challenges will be based around Tuesdays now. Galactic Challenges will start Wednesdays and Saturdays to prevent from being coinciding with Tuesday, so that way the new Marquee can come out, and then you could start on challenges for the Galactic Challenges. Loyalty program is being added. The loyalty program will essentially be another way to pay to win. You're going to get a whole bunch of rewards from spending money and doing some free-to-play stuff, but mostly you're going to be spending money on the web store, and the PC version will get it at a later date, but it's coming. So you'll be earning coaxium, and that'll advance new milestones called parsecs and give you new in-game rewards. Okay. I think that's everything, guys. Let's make the video now. I need a beverage really quick. I'm gonna go grab a glass of water to wet my throat because I've been talking nonstop for the last, what is it, hour and 30 minutes of just reading this and going over it. And so I'm gonna go grab a glass of water because my throat's feeling scratchy, and I'll have Mara watch the stream for a second. Does anyone have a request for a song while I go grab a glass of water? Mara? Mara. Right here. Fix your game. Come on. Oh, yeah. I know, you're tired. You just woke up. It looks like Fix Your Game was the first request, so we'll do Fix Your Game once again. But yeah, we will drop a video in just a sec. I'll just drop the video. Very nice. Okay, I'll be right back.
What the heck? Fix your game. Fix your game. Fix your game. Oh, fix your game. Oh, fix your game. Oh, fix your game. Oh, fix your game, CG. Oh, fix your game, CG. The bugs and the glitches are haunting me. Oh, fix your game, CG. Oh, fix your
What poopers? Did you make sure they say everything good? Were they mean to you? Okay, you guys ready to record a video together? Oh, this has been wild. His video is 47 minutes. Oh gosh, yeah, let's not make a 47-minute video. Let's make like a solid like 10-minute video, get it out there to the people of all the changes. If there's anything that I miss, I want you guys to pop it up in chat, and hopefully I'll glance at chat and see your message, so that way we can make sure that we get everyone the most information possibly. Okay. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Arnold. Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. We are live right now, and so I will leave a card above for this live stream where I read through this whole thing on stream, so that way you can see my first reactions, or if you want more information and me discussing it with chat, you can go ahead and take a look at that. But there is big things happening in Galaxy of Heroes. CG just plopped on our lap an entire complete change to how everything works in this game, and we're going to go through it, and we're going to give you the highlights and all of the basic information as much as possible without trying to like make it super complex for you. So hopefully this will get you an idea of what's going to happen. So looks like CG is trying to make up for some of the stuff going on, and we'll talk a little bit about what's happening in Galaxy of Heroes and why people aren't happy currently. But we'll leave that at the end. So stay to the end if you want to hear me discuss my pros and cons of Galaxy of Heroes right now. But jumping right in, basically they added some quality of life updates, or they will be, and they're also going to be changing a lot of how the structure of the game works, adding things like being able to sim some events that we've been wanting to sim for a long time and haven't been able to, as well as adding in a battle pass system and changing how our Galactic challenge and Marquee structures work. So that's a lot of technical things to say. They're just changing stuff in the game, and we'll talk about it. So first things first, we're going to jump into their overall structure. So this is their new structure for just time periods in the game. So we're going to be basically every 3 months we'll have an era going on, and so all the Marquee characters will come out along that era, and they'll be split up into episodes. So 3 months for an era, 1 month for an episode, and then a marquee will come out every 2 weeks, and then there's a possibility it'll be only 1 marquee a month instead. So we'll have between 3 and 6 marquees a month, and so that means essentially we'll be having between 12 and 24 new characters a year, which is absolutely wild. And I think that the battle pass might help out a bit with how many marquees are coming out, but already that's a lot of money out of people's pockets if they're trying to keep on the meta, follow all the marquees. I do appreciate we are getting basically, hey, this is what the schedule is going to look like. This is what we're going to be trying to keep to. So that way we have some communication. We know what's coming out at the beginning of an era. They'll communicate, hey, we're going to be doing this. And then, we'll know kind of where we're going for the next 3 months. We'll see if they keep to it. I'm hoping they do. So, going into the next era, so we're only going to have a partial era coming up, which is going to be finishing up the GL Ahsoka era, essentially, which the era was, let's see, what did they call it? The era of apprentices. And so it'll begin November 19th at 11 a.m. So that's when the big overhaul stuff will go into effect, is going to be at 11 a.m. on Tuesday next week. And so from then on, marquees will be on Tuesdays, and galactic challenges will be moved around a little bit too to coincide with that. And so our first marquee that we're going to get is Hu Yang. And we also are getting 2 weeks after that General Syndulla, which is wild. We didn't really expect a General Syndulla here. And so if these are required for Ahsoka, this is going to be a 7 marquee character, it looks like, for Ahsoka Tano, if we do get a ship, because they are moving ships to marquee structure as well to, put a bigger hole in our wallets. So I don't know if I like that. I actually hate that if Ahsoka's a 7 marquee character. I'm hoping that Hu Yang and General Syndulla are options for the team, since they gave us Chopper and they gave us Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum with Spectre tags, and that these will be like, oh, you can unlock them and they're part of her team, but they aren't necessarily part of her journey. That is my preference, and that is what I'm hoping is going to be the case, but there still might be a whole, hey, we have 7 marquees for this character, and I would really hate that, because that's 1 conquest character, that's 3 relic 9s, and that's 7 marquees. That's absolutely crazy and should not be a precedent that should be set for Galaxy of Heroes. Anyways, jumping into the next era, they've already announced what it is. This will start on January 14th, that being said, starting January 14th, that means Ahsoka is coming out the end of this year during their second episode, which is going to be their holiday episode where they kind of take a break themselves, and they'll just be dropping Ahsoka, and that's all that'll happen during that month. So in January, we are getting a Bad Batch era. So we're going to be getting 5 new marquee characters to create a new Bad Batch squad, including some people with mercenary tag. We could be looking at people who are going to be, like Light Side Asajj. We could be looking at Crosshair and Omega for a new Bad Batch squad to kind of build up the Bad Batch we already have. Or we could be looking at a whole new squad just based off of the season 3 of Bad Batch, but that is going to be the next thing that they're working on. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So with all of this being said, conquest characters are not going to change. They're not going to be affected by this overall schedule. Same cadence. Galactic Legends will not be affecting anything either. There's going to be some new daily challenges and new things coming out that we'll be talking about in just a moment. And Galactic Legends will not be fitting in there, meaning that you don't have to worry about them. But Galactic Legends also will not be fitting into the schedule very well. They'll be put where they're needed. So, what is happening to daily activities? They are simplifying daily activities. Now you just have to complete, every energy, you need just 600 used. And that also contributes to raids. So your raid tickets are now contributed by every type of energy, not just regular energy and Cantina energy. So raid tickets are going to be much easier for everyone to get, which is going to be super nice. I am a little worried because there's no crystals here. There are no crystals in the dailies. There are crystals in the box for completing the dailies, but there are no crystals in the dailies. And you can see this little symbol right here. This is the symbol for the battle pass that we mentioned earlier. So your dailies will give you work towards your battle pass. The prize box, obviously we got more of the battle pass stuff. The prize box looks like it has a couple more interesting fun things in here maybe. We'll see how this goes. but not the prize box really doesn't change. It's just a simplification of the daily quests, and there will be a simplification and a change to pre-level 85 quests as well for the daily challenges. So, going into the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is going to have a free tier and a paid tier. It'll go for an episode, which means 1 month. So this Battle Pass will go for 1 month, and they're taking essentially all of the things that you would get from Galactic Challenges during that month, and they're moving it over from Galactic Challenges over to the Battle Pass. And so the free tier is essentially everything you get from Galactic Challenges, which could make it easier for you. If you struggle with Galactic Challenges, you don't have a wide roster, this could make it easier for you to get rewards. We are getting a little bit of a decrease in rewards overall, but this will make it more accessible to a lot of people to get all of the Omicrons that they can and all of the rewards that they can for the free-to-play stuff. There will obviously be a paid tier, and you can see here we got some Huyang shards, so there will be Marquee shards, which might make it worth it to a lot of people. It just depends on how much. We don't have an exact amount of what the Battle Pass will give for the paid tier, but the free tier is just what you would get from Galactic Challenges. If you red crated, got the last crate on 4 of them, and then got the second to last crate on 4 of them. And so it's almost all of the tiers that almost all of the rewards that you'd get if you did all of the Galactic Challenge stuff. Galactic Challenges will still be around, but they will be awarding points towards this Battle Pass system. And so that's kind of how it works. We got daily activities. These daily activities are going to contribute to the Battle Pass. And then you're also going to get daily activities, then you're also going to get Galactic Challenges, and then there's a couple more ways we'll go into about earning towards the Battle Pass. I do want to clear up this confusion. Yes, it is decreased overall because this is for an episode. This is not for a 2-week period that we will have things going on for these Battle Passes, which means that it's going to be 2 Galactic Challenges a week times 4, so you're going to get 16 Omicrons from this, which is the exact same amount that you get from the Galactic Challenges. We've had some discussion about this, and we were a little confused at the outright, but they did confirm that this is going to be going for a month, and they do say that it's going to be the rewards that you would get from 4 of the Galactic Challenges at the 10th crate and 4 at the 9th crate, which is, the total 8 that we normally have. So getting a slight reduction in just the Gear 12 materials that you can get from Galactic Challenges, essentially. The Battle Pass will be costing $20, and the base Battle Pass is just going to give you the top tier, allow you to get through that. It'll also allow you to pay to win on some of the challenges. Some of the Galactic Challenge and stuff that we're going to get into is going to require the paid tier to do, but they do say that you can get through the base tier with just, doing free to play. That does mean it'll be harder if you're free to play, which is really rough, and I'm kind of worried about this. The Episode Pass Plus is what we wish the Conquest Pass Plus has been forever, which is you pay an extra $20 and you get 1/5 of the Battle Pass done already. That's all it does. It just makes it so that way if you want to pay to win, you can fully pay to win. That's essentially it. On the end of the Battle Pass, we'll get into it a bit later right here, there is a bonus chest. So if you finish the Battle Pass and you're paying money and that kind of stuff, you can be able to get to this last tier and then continue to earn points, and it'll get this bonus chest and just continually give you rewards for as many times as you can hit the chest before the end of the month. So a little interesting overall. I don't know if this will be for good or for bad. It could mean that you struggle with Galactic Challenges and maybe now you'll get all the rewards that you should get from Galactic Challenges. It could be that you could be getting worse rewards. We'll kind of see. It just depends on how long how consistently you're playing and how well this actually goes off, because we're not sure yet. Well, it'll take some time. It's good on paper, but once you take something off paper and start executing it, it becomes rough. Trench's kit reads amazingly on paper. We were all really excited for him. He's the first Conquest character I pushed for, and he's benched. What can I say? So, jumping in next, yeah, right here. Free track are about equivalent of earning 4 tier 10 boxes and 4 tier 9 boxes of the previous Galactic Challenges. So They are adding a new shipment type for the battle pass, and it looks like it's going to be very similar to the Galactic Legend shipment. But hey, it's actually going to be none too shabby because you're going to get quite a bit of this from what it looks like from the battle pass, and it refreshes once a week. It'll be able to get you things like character shards. I'm hoping for conquest shards. We don't know yet what kind of characters. You're going to be able to get Gear 12 materials, you know, mods, Omicrons, which is going to be super nice. So we're going to get a little increase to Omicron overall. Sorry, my throat's starting to get it out on me. I've been at this for an hour and a half talking about it. And then, you know, this is where the new kind of way of going through the battle pass comes in. So each day they will release a new episode quest. And these will be typically easy to do, free to play. You know, the complete tier 2 of the Hu Yang Marquee event, you can do that with just the shards you get from the Hu Yang Marquee event. Win 5 Marquee battles, you just have to do 5 battles throughout the week. So you have to be logging in each day and playing the Marquee battles. So these will introduce a new one each week or each day. And then if you miss one, most of them aren't time sensitive. And so you can go back and finish ones that you haven't done. And these will push you through your battle pass. There's also a paid for version of this with whatever marquee characters come out, and this will be gated behind shards. So like requires Hu Yang shards, 70 Hu Yang shards, requires 75, requires 100 Hu Yang shards. And so as you get your Hu Yang up, you'll be able to participate in this one. And so hence the reason we're talking a bit about how there's kind of a pay to play when it comes to this battle pass. You'll be able to get through it much easier if you're pushing for the new marquee character, if you're paying for the pass. So a little unfortunate, but you know, you'll get done faster with the battle pass and be able to get that bonus chest more if you're pushing for the new marquee character. So going into kind of some of the quality of life changes before we jump into the Galactic Challenge changes, because there is some important stuff on that, and they put it in the quality of life area, and I don't think it deserves to be in the quality of life area. But anyways, journey quests. So we always had quests going from level 1 to level 85. They've changed this recently to make it much easier to get through from, you know, level 1 to 85, but they simplified it even more. Instead of being like, oh, you got to win mod battle 9A, 9B, and 9C to finish this one, now they're all individuals. There's the quest trackers, much easier to understand, and overall they're still working on getting the new player section better, and they say they're going to continue to work on this, but they're hoping that these smaller individualized quests are going to help out with pushing you to level 85 faster and keeping you playing the game. Prestigious quests, though, you know, the ones where you gotta get tactical genius, or you know, you have to do battles with the raid Obi-Wan, things like that. All of those are being moved to achievements, so they might pop up as you having done them as soon as the update goes through, just because, you know, all of the tiers are going to be open to do, and you don't have to work on them in any specific area, but they don't really fit with what they're currently trying to do in the game, and so they've moved them into achievements as kind of like a, you'll still get all the rewards you normally would from them, but we're not going to make them a focus at all. You know, we can now sim events. There are certain events that we've never been able to sim. It's been rough. This has been a great quality of life thing that I'm like really excited for. Does it make up for a lot of the stuff that's been happening lately? No, but it's a great quality of life thing. The Galactic Legend journey that happens once a month around the time that Proving Grounds comes around is now simmable, or will now be simmable. Mythic events will now be simmable. Smugglers runs, Galactic bounties, Endor escalation, Ghosts of Dathomir, basically any of the events that you've sat there and be like, why do I have to play through this? And you just hit auto, or why do I have to play through this? I beat it already. Those are all simmable as of this update. So look forward to the update coming. The update will most likely be next week for most of this. They did confirm as of today the raid ticket changes will go into effect. So raid tickets will be gotten from any energy, which is super, super nice. Another quality of life update, I don't know if I'd consider this quality of life update. They updated the UI to marquee events just to make them easier to understand. You can see what rewards you'll get if you spend money, essentially, instead of just being like, oh, you got enough shards. Now you can see what you can get from this tier. Or you have to like go look it up on Reddit or something. You can now just see everything, and it's a nice vertical layout. You know, it's pleasing to the eye, at least. I don't know if it's really that important. Also not really important. You can find the raid tickets that you've gotten much easier. It's fairly easy to find now. I mean, you can do it out of every energy. I don't think this is very important. Galactic challenges. So this is actually really unfortunate. So obviously we talked about how you're getting points for the battle pass out of Galactic challenges now. But now 2 of the Galactic challenge things is, 1, did you purchase the battle pass and do a battle with the battle pass activated? So there's no more, hey, did you win the battle? As like a baseline, are you going to get points? It's now, did you win the battle with an active battle pass? Did you pay money? And then the other one is, did you have a 3-star, 4-star, 6-star, 7-star marquee character of the new marquee in your squad? They don't have to survive, but also you have to spend money to get this done. And so a lot of these are going to be gated behind spending money. The other 2 will of course be, you know, complete the battle with this faction and complete it doing this, you know, momentum or removing turn meter. They did say what the next one is going to be when Hu Yang comes out. It's going to be winning with a full battle of rebel fighters. When after removing 400% turn meter, did you buy the battle pass? And did you purchase Hu Yang? And so, yeah, it's a little rough. It's a little rough to see what's happening in Galactic challenges, but they did once again confirm free to play. You can still get to the end of the battle pass. It'll just be more work on you. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Schedule changes, as we talked about. Marquees are moving to Tuesday, so we might get, you know, we might be getting something like Friday kit reveals from here on out. Oh, completely forgot to mention this. Level 85 is where you have to be for Galactic challenges. I don't think this is something hugely important because most people below 85 couldn't do much with Galactic challenges anyways. But as part of the battle point system, the battle pass system, it's going to be level 85. It only takes a month to get to level 85. I don't think this is going to affect that much. You already have to be like level 60 to get to this point anyways in game before this change. So I don't know. I don't think this is a huge change for most people. But yeah, and then last of all, they're adding in a loyalty program. It's called Kessel Run. Essentially, if you purchase things through the web store, and later on they'll add it to the PC version of the store as well. You're in this loyalty program, you'll earn coaxium. Coaxium will lead to milestones called parsecs. And it'll lead to in-game rewards. So essentially, it's just more pay to get more stuff, essentially. It does sound like this could be really good. This Battle Pass system could be really good for getting a lot of newer players what they need to be able to get, you know, Omicrons and that kind of thing, because Omicrons are very slow going on my new accounts, very much so. So I am excited to see if I can get more Omicrons from this period, and it's nice that I don't have to wait for CG to, like, you know, dispense with my chest from Galactic Challenge. I can just grab it from the Battle Pass, just like I do with Conquest Pass. I'm not a fan of paid for battle passes typically, and I already hate myself for buying the Conquest Pass. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. I see a lot of people saying this is a lot of net gains. I see it as some good improvements. There's some solid improvements in here, and then a lot of changes that remain to be seen. Everything looks good on paper. We need to apply it in real life to see if it actually works. So we'll kind of see what happens. I'm excited for Hu Yang. I'm excited for General Syndulla just because I love the characters. Not excited to see if Ahsoka is a 7 marquee Galactic Legend. We've had a lot going on. I want to take a second right now. I know this is a little bit of a longer video at this point, but still, I want to take just a brief second and talk about this. We've had a lot going on, guys. We've had you know, the fleet meta is destroyed right now. You know, Scythe was supposed to be fixed. Instead, we had now the Executrix counter no longer works because the Scythe doesn't work at all. You know, we've had multiple content creators quit. You know, let's see if I can find this really quick. I'm gonna pull this over real quick and let me find this real quick. Like, you can see people are upset right now. People are very upset. Like, if I just look up CG SWGOH and then filter by the last month, this is bad. CG is punishing players. The assault battles, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but assault battles are now being, like, new assault battles are replacing old assault battles as they come out in the cadence. There's only going to be a set number of assault battles every single month. So we're going to end up with less assault battles. And so everyone's flipping out about that. CG just broke this counter right before GAC. What the heck are you doing, CG? What is going on? CG's not testing SWGOH and it's a problem. SWGOH, huge bug. first look at Balin, and like everything about this has been negative for Balin outside. Massive failure for Galaxy of Heroes. Like fleets are so fun currently and aren't total headaches. Like the game is not in a good place, and the last 8 months have been rough, and I feel like it's been, hey, let's punch you in the gut and then feed you a Lightspeed bundle, and I'm a little worried about it, and I think they need to walk back some of their changes, and I think this is kind of them giving us something new to chew on, so that way we don't worry about the things that are currently going on in Galaxy of Heroes. And I don't know if you guys remember when Datacrons came out, there was a beta tester, because they're beta testing the Datacrons. There's a beta tester that blew the whistle. He let us know, hey, they're planning on making these things called Datacrons. And I don't have the picture on hand, but it was essentially just him being like, oh yeah, here's what they're doing, and it showed how to progress Datacron, and it was using the relic materials. Like these materials, bronzium wiring, carbonite circuit boards, chromium transistors, to level up Datacrons, and the community lost their minds. And I think we kind of need to do that right now. We need to get them to walk back some of these changes, because replacing, you know, old assault battles that are easy to get to and, you know, be able to get good Zetas and Kyrotechs for early game players, being replaced by, hey, you have to farm the newest character to be able to get anything out of this, is wild. It's crazy. We need to get them to walk back some of these changes. We need to get them to actually give us some communication, especially because this whole thing they mentioned multiple times, they're talking about how, hey, with this era stuff, we want to have more communication about what's happening going forward and that kind of thing. We have no idea what the fleet meta is going to look like. It still is just not great. So like I am really worried, and I think we should all be worried, and you can see all of the content creators are worried as well. We'll see what happens, but I think this needs to be discussed, and I think that we might need to have a stern talking to with CG. These changes might be great for the game, but it doesn't change the fact that assault battles are, you know, going to be pushed out. New content's getting pushed harder and harder. It's becoming overly monetized. Like it feels like hold on, I set this up for a video I was going to make this morning that's never going to be posted now, but like I had this set up from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, was the whole bring out your dead thing. It's like, oh, please, can you do something for me? He's gonna die soon, right? Come on, please. Because like it feels like CG's just grabbing as much cash as they can before they split, even though they're saying in this forum post, hey, we're gonna be around forever. It just it feels like they're kind of like, I don't know, they're really burning a hole in our wallets. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Maybe I'm too pessimistic. This looks interesting on paper. We'll see if it ends up being a Trench or if it ends up being an Ezra or a Bane. I hope it's an Ezra or a Bane, but also it could be the Bane of this game with the $20 for a season pass, and then on top of that a conquest pass, and just the over monetization of this game. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. The Bane of the game. Yes, Iffy. Okay, bear with me for a second, guys. I am going to need to post that real quick. And then we will jump into some roster reviews after I get something to drink, because my throat's, yeah, like I'm already almost done with this glass of water and my throat's still killing me. Oh. Honestly, we actually might end here pretty soon. It said you guys over to Scribe, so you guys can talk to Scribe about it. But we'll try to get some roster reviews, because that was the original point of the stream, was to do roster reviews. And then this dropped, like right as I was getting finished with my video about how the game needs to be fixed. Okay, now I just gotta whip up a thumbnail. Is there any battle I can throw on here? There's probably a territory battle. GAC starts in 15 minutes. Yeah, I was planning on doing GAC at like 5 though, and just letting you guys hang out with Scribe. I could do GAC as well. If you guys want to do GAC, I'm down to do GAC right now on this stream. Yes, Quentin. Wait for my signal to post in the RR channel. Hold on one second. Yes, super stream. I say GAC. Okay, we'll put it up to a poll. Do we have any? Hey, Lumar, are you on right now? Can you start a poll for me? Do we have any of our wonderful mods over on Twitch?
Hello there.
I can't see who that is. Hold on. Pluto, welcome to the damn community, my friend. Now, later. Okay, get your votes in now, because it's only gonna be up for about a minute or so. Yeah, there's my old image. Okay, looks like 62% for now on Twitch, and then on YouTube. If I do GAC now, okay, here's the thing. If we do GAC now, that means we'll do roster reviews after GAC, and that means that I'm going to have to run and take Mara out before I start Grand Arena. That's essentially what that means. So I have to go take Mara out, and then we could jump into Grand Arena, and then we can jump straight into roster reviews. So we'll still do roster reviews today. It's just going to be like a 6-hour stream today. I can trust this team, right? I actually don't want to put him in because I can't trust him. Do that. Will I be okay? Yeah, I will always be okay. Dude, I've done a Damathon where I streamed for 36 hours. I'll be okay. Still mixed on this update. Oh, I agree. Okay, I'm gonna trust this team. Go for it. Sorry about the no volume. We'll put on a song as well. Let's do Last of the Republic.
Hundreds of senators are now under the influence of a Sith law called Darth Sidious.
Regional governors now have direct control over their territories. Fear will keep the local systems in line. Fear of this battle station.
Any attack made by the rebels against this station would be a useless gesture. This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Oh, I don't think so.
Today is the end of the Republic. The end of a regime that acquiesces to disorder. At this very moment, in a system far from here, the new Republic lies to the galaxy, while secretly supporting the treachery of the loathsome resistance. This fierce machine which you have built, upon which we stand, will bring an end to the Senate, their cherished fleet. All remaining systems will bow to the First Order.
We're almost done, guys.
And will remember this as the last day of the Republic.
And there we go.
Did you come back to say you forgive me? Save my soul.
Okay. And we are posted. Okay. I don't have a I'm a whale, Caleb. Okay. How do I feel about the new update? It remains to be seen. It could be really good for the health of the game. It could be really bad. Saying Inquisitors in the bottom mission? Yeah, this is usually the one I use my Inquisitors for. Oh, hold on. Before I use my Inquisitors, is my Inquisitors required for something? Let's do one more ad mission. Everyone... Okay. Sweet. Here's my thinking. You guys ready? This is what I think we're going to do. I'm going to go take Mara out because I have to take Mara out. She hasn't been out in a while and I feel bad and I need to take her out. So I'm going to take Mara out to go to the bathroom. And then when I get back, we're going to do roster reviews. And so it'll probably be like a 5 to 10 minute break for a second while I run to get Mara out to the bathroom. And I will honestly just, I don't know. I wish I had a way to like throw on footage or something. You know what? You could throw on some old, like, something. Like an old stream or something for you guys to watch while I'm gone. And then we'll do roster reviews and then we'll do Grand Arena. And so that way we can do roster reviews for like an hour. And you guys can get some roster reviews because I know a lot of people want roster reviews and it's been a while since we've had the time to do roster reviews. So we're going to do some roster reviews first. Again, Tube Sock. There it is. There you guys go. I'm gonna go take Mara out real quick. If anyone comes in and they're like, "What is this? I recognize this footage. Why does this look familiar?" Explain, please. Please, explain. Okay. I love Imperial Troopers so much. Okay, that makes my life much easier. We can throw gas against this, and this should be fine. What's our cron for gas? Here we go. And because there's no Darth Revan, I'm pretty sure they aren't immune to stun. Pretty sure that's what causes them to be immune to stun. Is there a break between new GLs or no? Because they also have to launch new characters required for those GLs, right? Yeah, so typically when it comes to a new GL, it's like once a year at most. And so having them often where it'd be like one now and one in January, that's unheard of. Except for like a few times where we've had like, you know, double GLs, that type of things. So I really doubt it. They also aren't afraid to do a raid without GL. You're not wrong. Yeah, I really doubt they do 2 in a row. They have basically confirmed that Thrawn will be the next GL, but yeah. Okay, let's go in. You know, this is where the fun begins, guys.
This is where the fun begins.
Dang, he's already down.
This is where the fun begins.
Let's get a couple more turns in here.
This is where the fun begins.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep Malgus controlled as much as possible. Keep him being critically hit, so that way we don't have to deal with things.
I don't like sand. Fun begins. Fun begins. Fun. This is where the fun begins.
Nice crit on the other two. Now I just need a crit on Malgus, please. There we go. Goodness gracious. Okay, we're starting to reduce his health now. Come on, Rex, take an extra turn. I need you to take one more turn. Oh, no shock, we're good. Yeah, let's take the hit. Let's try and get a bonus turn. We'll take it. Big hits. Oh yeah, there we go. Solid battle, dude. Solid battle. Okay. Does Malgus do that as well, Madness? I thought that was part of the Darth Revan's kit specifically. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've read through their kits. They're always together. Gosh, what is a good team against this? I kind of want to just throw a Sith Eternal and call it a day.
This is where the fun begins. Fun begins. Fun begins. I don't like sand.
Once again, is on defense. Sith Eternal's 100% win rate. There ain't. That was weird. My chat just disconnected. What's the top wall again? Oh, that is so tempting to just yeet my Savage at that right now without even considering it. That's interesting. Cody lead with Krex? It is just clones, right? Yeah, clone troopers. That's really interesting. DOS interesting. Okay, this looks like an easy top wall. I don't want to waste things. Okay, hold on. Let's check his account. He has JMK. We have a JMK counter in our roster, right? JMK. Not really. Actually, we've kind of used up our JMK counters. So if his JMK is in the back wall, it's going to be a pain. But he doesn't have Lord Vader. Trying to think, we have an SLKR, so technically we still do. Did we bring Daka and Zombie on offense, or are they on my defense? Night Sister, Daka, Zombie. Okay, so we have the SLKR counter against JMK. So I'm fine with utilizing this team, because this was a counter, right? Get rid of you. Oh, it's attacking. I was like, why isn't it showing up? There it is. Yeah, 98% win rate. When a Sith Empire ally is inflicted with ability blocker stun, they dispel that debuff and gain Frosty for 2 turns. DR is unique. Yeah, okay, so it is DR. JML's my mortal enemy. Dude, for like when I first got to Chromium, Carbonite, Bronzium, Chromium. Yes. When I first got to Chromium, every single one of my opponents for the first season in Chromium, all had JML on defense, and I was on my way towards gas, and I was like, F it, I'm done. I am getting General Grievous done. And so I got General Grievous done just so that way I would have a JML counter. And, you know, that was like my first dedicated GL counter I'd ever built. And it was great. I loved it because it meant that I could kill JML. But then also, I stopped seeing JML on defense very quickly until I got to a Rhodium. And then for some reason, they started popping up again. So my only option thought I could get a tactical two-shot by insta-killing Savant. Okay, we're gonna try this real quick.